away my heart. Coming for the win, can't it's that new Chanel. Did that yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. Snakes out there.
Perfect fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. Ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. Want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On the tackle.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And goal to go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He can run for it, and he will. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
K.J. Hamler returning it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke flushed out right. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 37-yard line.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons 3, Broncos nothing.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Locke working out of the gun. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
9 yards.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
About about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number one seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of...
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. Flush to his right. He'll fire one downfield, and this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Point is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Ties the game at 10. Brendan McManus to kick off 4 down.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Locke going to get this into the hands of Gordon. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Denver.
Locke looks to throw it again. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
1st down, Broncos.
Now Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Locke, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
To Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
The extra point is good.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
It got his man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Falcons 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Broncos first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, block, flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will be brought down on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out.
Julio Jones all alone. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 81 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Koo for the extra point.
For the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Is good. Makes the score Falcons 27. Broncos.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, Lock. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
When you want the pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Another carry now for Gurley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The tackle
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan looking deep for Julio. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Koo now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Falcons 34, Broncos 17. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Hamler now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock, eluding the pressure right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Lock. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
Cortland Sutton. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Falcons 34. Broncos 24.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Currently the ball carrier.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returning it, here's Hamler. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Block going to go on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Check. Hey, bye-bye. 21.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
1st and 10.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Play action. It's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw is Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
24.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Locke. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Play action. Now it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Out for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
For 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
8 yards.
After the sack on first down, Locke. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
18-yard line.
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on.